Hey everyone, high school dropouts advice here. Today we will talk about the NVIDIA stock and the AMD stocks. I will briefly explain you how these two companies make their money. Then we will apply today's situation with what they are offering and compare which of this company will do better in the future. So let us start with NVIDIA. When you build a PC in the past or you are somewhat serious about gaming, you know that NVIDIA is making excellent GPUs, graphic processing units. A graphic processing unit is a specialized electronic circuit designed to rapidly manipulate and alter memory to accelerate the creation of images in a frame buffer intended for output to a display device. You might think now, wow, this high school dropout advice guy is so smart. Yes, I am. Okay, just kidding. No, I'm not that smart, but I'm smart enough to look it up. I got this from Wikipedia. Now you know the main focus on NVIDIA. Now let us check what AMD is focusing on. The CPU is the central processing unit, also called a central processor, main processor or just processor. It's the electronic circuitry within a computer that executes instructions to make up a computer program. So in short, these two companies are focused on different parts of the PC. Nowadays, everything is connected with PCs and everything needs those processors or chips. All electronics which need to transfer the binary code consisting of 1 and 0s need those chips and processors. So now you know that these two companies are critically essential for our modern life. But let me tell you that we are standing on the edge of becoming more modern than before. Let me mention the key areas and then explain what they mean and how NVIDIA or AMD relate to them. We have cloud computing, or also known as data centers or clouds. We have artificial intelligence, also known as AI developments. We have the industry of autonomous vehicles, and then we have UAV, uncrewed aerial vehicles, also known as drones. We have the cryptocurrencies. Then we of course have the virtual reality in gaming, and of course all the electronics we have today, from our smartwatch to our PC. You see that chips, graphic cards and processors play a key role in every aspect for our future's growth. Now let me break it down and tell you who leads where. At the data centers, also known as clouds, we can say that both companies have acquired a couple of companies to expand and establish their cloud computing infrastructure or their supplies for cloud computing, as you can see in this couple sources right here. For example, NVIDIA acquired Mellanox Technologies in March 2019, as you can see here. Please pay attention to the timing. 2019 was a year after the cryptocurrency bubble. The graphic cards used for mining were sold for cheap on the secondary market, which hurts NVIDIA's business. That is why they tried to diversify their business model and also expand into cloud computing. On the other hand, AMD is not actively offering cloud computing, but of course is indirectly tapping into this business sector, as you can see in the source right here, where Google asked for AMD chips to scale up the cloud experience for the consumers. Cloud business will become a more significant business since the pandemic and the work from home trend. Now more than ever, clouds are necessary for a company to have their collective work in one digital place. So I would say that NVIDIA got a slight advantage here. So let's get to the next topic. Artificial intelligence, aka AI. NVIDIA is all about AI. As you can see in this Forbes article, NVIDIA chips have powered nearly every major AI breakthrough. And NVIDIA is doubling down by acquiring ARM, maybe also called ARM, for 40 billion, a huge acquisition, and plans to build an AI research center. So we can see that NVIDIA is very serious about AI. what is AMD doing in regards? I found this article here on a website which I cannot pronounce. So let me show it up here. So in this lengthy article, they talk about AI and the development, and according to this article, AMD tries to catch up with the acquisition of Xilinx, as you can see right here. And in this super lengthy and technical article, you can read that AMD is ahead of Intel but behind NVIDIA. This is a point for NVIDIA. So now let us talk about autonomous vehicles. You might have heard that NVIDIA is working with the Chinese superstar car maker NIO. If not, this is the source. By the way, please subscribe to my channel to support me, and of course, so you don't miss any of my stock news, real estate investment strategies, and how to obtain a wealthy and a healthy money mindset. And if you don't have a stocks brokerage account, I can recommend you Webull. This is what I use. I will link it down below, and if you put $100 on it, you can get like 2 stocks for free, ranging from I think like $7 per share up to 1600. So it's completely free money. Anyways, I'm sorry that I have to ask you for a subscription, because I know if I do it later, you will forget about me, and then I will be standing here waiting for you. If you saw the presentation of the new NIO flagship car on NIO Day a couple of weeks ago, you would have seen the new NVIDIA chips used for the ET7. It uses higher resolution cameras and sensors than Tesla, and the NVIDIA chip can process that information and decide how to drive. Still, I have to say that they did not present that part on NIO Day, so we won't know if autonomous driving is so advanced at the launch date of the ET7 car release. I can imagine that it will not be the case, but it will be implemented through an update later down the road. And let me add that Tesla is also using NVIDIA's graphic cards. And just to let you know that Tesla is still working with NVIDIA, but Tesla will build or plan to build their own chip internally very soon. But this is what Tesla wanted to do with the batteries, but it's not easy to manufacture everything by yourself. So at the moment, they are still working together. NVIDIA also works with Mercedes, Uber and Volkswagen, according to this source right here. This source also mentioned that NVIDIA is becoming a software company because it's programming a big part of the chip with the autonomous driving software. If this is the case, how much percentage of the profit can NVIDIA get from the car makers? Because now NVIDIA is not simply a hardware manufacturer, but also has its hands in building smart EVs. It's an exciting read, and I will link it in the description below, so you can read it if you like to. But let us get going and talk about AMD. I tried to find relevant and recent information, but could not get any. We know that in 2017 and 2018 that AMD is working with Tesla closely, and Tesla has used the chips in their cars as well, but a lot of things are confidential. They are not allowed to talk publicly about their contracts and business relationships, so I could not find out more. But in my eyes, the more evident winner is NVIDIA, which just has more partnerships to show. Now let's talk about the drone industry. I made 2 videos about drone stocks. You can watch the AgEagle stock review right here and in the description below, and the one for Ehang is right here and also in the description below. So if you are not familiar with the drone industry, I can tell you that it's enormous, and it will add another dimension to our infrastructure of transportation and logistics. In this source from the NVIDIA website, NVIDIA has their own autonomous machine supercomputer chip, which can be used in robotic, drones and autonomous driving EVs. AMD got chips and products for pretty much the same industry. Hence, I guess this is a tie at the moment, as I could not find drone manufacturers revealing what they are using, because all the developments are a big secret, as every company tries to gain an advantage. I think we can see soon in the earnings breakdowns of NVIDIA and AMD who the winner is in this category. For now, it's a tie because too many unknown factors are in place. So we are coming closer to our end, but we need to talk about cryptocurrency. With the new bull run and Elon Musk buying 1.5 billion in Bitcoin with Tesla and accepting Bitcoin as a payment method, cryptocurrency is getting more and more mainstream than ever. Maybe you heard about mining Bitcoin or mining cryptocurrency in general. To digital mine those fragments of Bitcoins and cryptocurrency, you will use a mining GPU, as you can see right here. So the advantage is for NVIDIA, because usually one motherboard has up to 4 slots for the GPU, which are traditionally NVIDIA. Then you have one processor, which is usually AMD. So NVIDIA will make more revenue from a mining rig than AMD, because you use more expensive graphic processing units than motherboards and processors, which are relatively cheap compared to high-end GPUs. So the winner is in this case NVIDIA, but also let me mention that it has a drawback. In the bull runs and hype of cryptocurrency, people tend to buy a lot of graphic cards to build their mining rig and mine cryptocurrency. But when the bubble bursts, they will sell them cheaply on the secondary market, which happens 2018, and this hurts NVIDIA's overall revenue. So in this comparison video, we can see that NVIDIA looks better prepared for the future and tapping more innovation fields. But let's not forget that AMD is a significant player in processors. Most applications need a processor. So even if AMD is not actively part of that innovation, other companies still have to buy their processor from AMD. So AMD is benefiting from the boom indirectly. And to put in some fundamentals in here, NVIDIA is currently trading with a price to earning ratio of 88, AMD at 43 and Intel at near 12. So NVIDIA leads the market cap and the cost to earning ratio. So I think all those advantages for NVIDIA are already calculated in the current price. Seeing the PEs between these 3 companies, I feel like Intel deserves to be closer to 24, which means it should be double its price. But I think NVIDIA and AMD are well priced for the moment. I would have bought NVIDIA if the PE ratio had been the same or under AMD's ratio, because I just think NVIDIA is better prepared for the future. But seeing this, I don't see myself buying in those stocks now. But we all know that the next couple of years will be exciting with all those new innovations at the same time. We will see which company is doing better and wait for a better buying opportunity. Thank you so much for staying up to this part of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, where we get updated about more exciting stock news and opportunities, real estate investment and strategies, and more importantly, how to obtain a wealthy and healthy money mindset so you can be financially free and enjoy life. Thank you so much. See you hopefully in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Clouds are necessary. Now more than ever, clouds are necessary. Yeah, necessary. Okay.